my coast used to tower over yours. Once green, your cities have nibbled forests into bonsai. Our hinoki trees are shipped across the ocean for your sacred temples now. Postcards of volcanoes rise from a blue sky in the background of our homes. We share zones of tsunami, seasons of weeping cheer. I read about women's spirits haunting peony lanterns in the forest. Men follow them, fall in love with women long dead. In shallow graves rotted with tree roots, they still sing. Here, in pages hammered from your language into mine, sometimes with clumsy fists, I have listened to the bush warbler mourn her children. The foxwife's eyes in the darkness have warned me of the growling of dogs and fire. And when they disappear in silence, it is not really silence. Their echoes burn themselves into stone, into the living screens of my childhood, fill my mouth with ghosts. Ghosts sit in my mouth and sing. Our grandfathers were at war. I grew up in the birthplace of bombs that poisoned children, burned holes in your sacred earth. Their poison is part of me. In the shelter of a shrine, a small girl holds an umbrella. She becomes a white bird. She whispers, and 1,000 cranes, 1,000 burning flowers pile up inside me, spill out onto these pages. Forgive me, ghosts, for my hard, unbeautiful hands, for my tripping tongue, as you demand some healed future, some untorn prayer. My little brother learns Japanese. In college, he learns to read right to left, practicing with manga, and learns kanji picture words, how the word for love can also mean indigo blue. He learns to conjugate verbs with no future, reads poetry that does not begin with I. He learns of weather reports of Sakura Zensen, the advance of the cherry blossom fronts, and finds that falling blossoms can also mean dead soldiers. He knows the word for bird by its feet, and knows a village connects hands to trees. Little brother is a student, and older sister is a woman going to the city. He learns in Japanese fairy tales that siblings, not spouses, are often saviors. The older sister brings the dead brother back to life over and over again. There's a recurring character in the book about the foxwife. And the foxwife falls in love with a human. She transforms from a fox into a human woman and then disappears again back to her fox form. This is the poem I imagine the husband writing to her. The husband tries to write to the disappearing wife. I could have kept you in the palm of my hand, but you weren't ready. I know I have lost your body, dissolved into particles, swirling like birdsong. I should have known when I started sweeping twigs and bits of fur and feather off our floors, when our baby liked nothing better than chewing beetles. Our bargain was never strong as autumn's last light, easily shattered. Why is it I want to carve you into my palm, from pain into memory, that I sit up night after night recreating first the moon and moth, the white shrine, your eyes too bright to be human. The songs I write start with your hair, but end with your heart. No poetry seems right without your crooked smile. Without the scrape of your sharp teeth against my lips, there is no word for kiss. Anime girl delays adulthood. She may or may not have burned down her school, but you know she likes to strike matches, throw them in a circle around her, pray to some unknown god of fire. Broken, you think. She must be in high school. Her skirt is too short, her hair still in pigtails, feeding stray cats and playing video games under a bridge. You watch her rinse out her socks. Barefoot in the water, her lips pursed, she peruses her surroundings, surreptitiously sneaking shots of the ruined warehouse in the distance with a camera, an eerie glow on the horizon. You wish her the best. You hope she leaves and never comes back. You hope for a kiss, a sandwich, a burned thumb. You were never right for her. She was always on the lookout for an easy out, the last train to nowhere, the final freight. So this last poem is from my first book, Becoming the Villainess, and I'm only reading it because I think I workshopped it with Aaron in my very first visit to the Port Townsend Writers Company. Lo, these many years ago. Wonder Woman Dreams of the Amazon. I miss the tropes of paradise, green vines roped around wrists, jasmine coronets, the improbable misty clothing of my tribe. I dream of the land of my birth. They named me after their patron goddess. I was to be a warrior for their kind. I miss my mother, Hippolyta. In my dreams, she wraps me tightly again in the American flag, warning me, cling to your bracelets, your magic lasso, don't be a fool for men. She's always lecturing me, telling me not to leave her. Sometimes she changes into a doe, and I see my father shooting her blood. Sometimes in these dreams, it is me who shoots her. My daily transformation from prim kitten-bowed suit to bustier with red, white, and blue stars is less complicated. The invisible jet makes for clean escapes. The animals are my spies and allies. Inexplicably, snow-feathered doves appear in my hands. I capture Nazis and Martians with boomerang grace. When I turn and turn, the music plays louder. The glow around me burns white hot. I become everything I was born to be. The dreams of the mother, the threat of the father. Thank you very much.